power in the name of Jesus. You think the colonizers who came to Africa to enslave, subdue, dehumanize, murder, rape, and steal from Africans would introduce this power to Africans?
I don't want to hold on here because we know that the time has far gone. All of us have worked for the whole day. So today I'm going to just talk about what we call money management skill and how important it is to our trading. So I'm going to share my screen and explain it. People that started with proper account, I've given them the tools, but unfortunately they can't use it on the proper account company we sign up with. So it became challenges for us. But notwithstanding, because it's already a tool that you can use to trade. So I'm going to explain on it, and I'm going to tell us how important it is. Because what blue account, either you are a manual trader or you are a mechanical trader, what blue account is just the same thing. It's just the same thing. It's just a lack of discipline, lack of exposure of your capital. Let me give you an example. In 2013, if I remember vividly, I opened a trade in 2013, and I closed that trade in profit in 2014. That means my trade ran for 1 year, and I closed a profit after 1 year. And the reason was that I used extremely low lot size, because the lot size is what is exposing our investment to bigger risk. Some people, when you buy a robot or you are using a robot, and you remember when I say mechanical trading, I'm talking about robots. You understand? When I say mechanical trading means robot. Because some people normally ask me, what do you mean by mechanical trading? Mechanical trading means robot, when you are trading with robots. No matter how good the robot is, if you don't give that robot a good money management, it's going to blow your account. So trading is about, let me give us a top secret. Trading is about understanding that the business is not meant for quick fix. In as much you know that the business is not meant for quick fix, the business is meant for building of wealth. See, there's a difference between making to become rich faster and to build a wealth. And to me, if you ask me, building a wealth is more important than getting quick cash. I'll give an example with what have happened to people around me. You see, when you let's say you like playing lotto, go and do your research as from this night. Look for somebody that won 1 million rand or 1 million naira, because we have some Nigeria in the house. 1 million naira. He win it in lotto. Go and see their lifestyle after 3 years or 2 years. They're already poor. You know why? Because the way they won that lotto, the way they are putting the money back to lotto, forgetting that they won't make the money, the opportunity they have the first time might not happen in the next 10, 15 years time. So they keep on taking that investment back to lotto until lotto collected everything back and collect excess. The same thing is what is happening here. If you are trading Forex, you don't have good skill of money management, you can't succeed in the business. I won't lie to any one of us. You can't succeed. The only way you can succeed is when you understand that, okay, you want to build wealth. And because people have, we human beings have problem to differentiate between building wealth and getting rich. Riches doesn't last. But if you build wealth, it can last to generation. Those are the difference between both of them. You see, to get wealth is very simple. It's very, very simple. To get wealth is very simple. You can see somebody now that will tell you how to trade USD 30, or you trade S&P 500, or you trade NASDAQ. And you find a lot of them on YouTube that they will tell you to put 10,000 rand on your account, and when the news time comes or whatever team comes, they ask you to stake over leverage, and before you know it, you can turn that 10,000 to become 100,000 rand. But when you come back the next week, you understand, you blew your 100,000 rand. There's one of my friends from Nigeria today. Somebody was telling me that they built on the reef. They put $2,000 in the reef, and within 3 months, the $2,000 became $112,000. And within another 30 days, they blew everything. They blew $112,000. They blew $2,000 they started with. What makes it like that? Risk management. If you don't understand risk management in Forex, you are going to blow your account. And it's not applicable to only Forex alone. It's applicable to all business. All business. The risk management is applicable to all business. I normally tell people there's no difference between Forex trading and selling talk shop. You understand? Let me give you an example of talk shop. Talk shop. I don't know how to pronounce it properly because, in talk shop, let's say you go to stock tin fish, and you are in a community whereby they don't buy too much of tin fish. Then you went and stocked tin fish. When you get to public market, when you want to buy the tin fish, they are doing what we call promo. Okay? So maybe one tin fish regularly comes with 15 rand per tin. Okay? But because now when you got there, they are doing promo of one tin fish, go for 7 rand 50. Okay? By the time you are leaving home, you have about, inside your stock book, you put tin fish, you want to buy 10 quantity. Now, when you get to where you want to buy tin fish, because the promo price is half of the price, you went and buy 50 tin fish. Now, from what the money you took out of your house to go, you violate your principle of trading. Then you bought excess of tin fish because of promo they are doing on tin fishes. Okay? Now, what happened? You didn't buy a lot of things that is already in your plan. Then when you get to the shop, you buy 50, you buy 100 tin fishes. When you get to your location, where you have your talk shop, you couldn't set the tin fish. And what happened? The tin fish expiry date hit, and those tin fishes became expired. What happened? You've lost. In ideal places, you can't sell expired food for your community. So what happened? You're going to throw it away. The same thing. And what makes you lose money? Because you didn't follow what? Your trading plan. Your trading plan is to leave home with 15,000 rand. When you get to the market, you want to buy 10 tin fish. Okay? But because of greed of half price, you bought 50. Forgetting that, you can't sell 50 tin fishes in your location. So when I'm telling people, when people tell me that Forex is risky, and I tell them everything is risky. But when you have a trading plan, and you refuse to violate it, you obey it, there's no way you will not build wealth at the long run. Okay. So I'm just going to show us a brief tools today about how to manage your investment. So, and we end the class so that everybody go and sleep. So now let me share my screen. Screen 3. Okay, you let me know if you see my screen, guys. Did you see my screen? Please, if you see my screen, please let me know so I continue. Somebody message me. Yes, we can see your screen, Janita. Well, I don't know this Janita anyway. Okay. Now, somebody said you can see my screen. If you don't want to talk, can somebody confirm that again so I can make my decision based on 2 people comment? You can send a message if you don't want to, you don't want us to hear your voice. Please, one person has confirmed she can see my screen. I guess it's she. Please, can somebody? Okay, yes. Okay, 2 people have confirmed. Then let's go on. So if you see my screen now, the first thing is, what is my equity? My equity is $3,700. Now, why can't I make this class to be a little bit interactive? I'm coming, please, a moment, please. Let me try maybe, because I have some gadgets that can make it more interactive. Epic. A moment, please, guys. Epic. Let me see if I can do that. Epic. Let me share. Okay. I think I've done that. Okay. Where is it showing now? All right. Okay, now let me stop sharing my screen. I want to shift the screen to other side. Okay, so please pardon me for that. I just think if I can make it a bit interactive. Okay. So let's see if you are seeing my screen again. Let me quickly share the screen again. Stop sharing screen. Screen sharing again. That's number 2. Please quickly type on the message if you don't want to talk. If you see my screen now, the new screen, just 2 people is enough. 2 or 3 people is enough. You can type in the message if you see my screen. Yes, Kubani, thank you very much. I'm waiting for somebody else. Just 1 person again. Just 1 person, so that we know that we are okay. Janita, thank you very much, Janita. I think this Janita is very, very active person. Okay. Golang Unlimited. Okay. Now, if you look at what happened? You look at our screen. I'm coming. Let me see something here. So, sure. Okay, if we look at our screen, Oh, I think I have to abandon this for tonight. I don't know why. I want to make it a bit interactive before, but the pen does not react. My pen doesn't work. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, let me drop this so that we don't waste our time. So if you look at on this screen, we have deposits. I mean, we have equity, $3,800, $3,780. Equity and balance are the same. The reason is because we are not trading. Once we start trading, our equity most time, not always, most time, equity is always lesser than balance. Okay. Now, let's say you want to trade now, and you're a manual trader. This part of class is meant for the manual traders. Okay. The manual traders, what happened? I don't understand what is going on. If our equity is better, I close this nonsense thing. Okay, let's say our equity is 3,780. So now let's say we saw opportunity to buy here. Market will close anytime soon. We have opportunity to buy because we can say that our analysis, this is not a correct analysis anyway, but let's say our analysis is showing us that we want to buy. Okay, where do we put stop loss? Where do we put our take profit? These are the things that is very important. How much of this capital do we want to risk? Okay, now all this is not easy for people who are just beginning. Even people who are already a professional, they get confused here sometimes. Now, if you look at what I want to do now, I will say this is where the market price is. I put the yellow line there. And I want to put my stop loss somewhere here. And I want to put my take profit somewhere here. Okay. Now, how will I calculate the risk reward? How am I going to calculate the risk and reward? It became a problem here. Sometimes you see some people who come and put, let me say, new trade. I think, is market closing? No, market didn't close, but what happened? I couldn't, let me see if I couldn't log into appropriate. Oh my God, I forgot the password. What is the password here? Please, let me see if I can get the password. Let me quickly check if I can, new registration account. Okay. Okay, let me use this one. Let me use this account. I think log into the account. Let me pull this. Then let me put this password. Let me see if it will log in. Then still it didn't log in. Yeah, let me try another one. I'm sorry, please. I just want to see which of these demo accounts will log in. I have a live account, but I can't use live account for the practical class. I can't afford to lose any money. So let's try I can explain without logging to the account, but it will be more practical if I can log into the account. If I can't log into the account, I'll keep on with my explanation. But I don't want us to stay too much time online. So I want everybody to go and sleep. Okay. Okay, we couldn't log in, but let me just give an instance. Okay. So when I click, let me close this. When I click, when you want to trade manually, okay, so you can click on new tab is even closed as itself as well. What is going on? Okay, oh God. 1, 2, 3, 9, something. Let me see. A moment, please, guys. I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure that everybody, we are on the same page. 139. This one. I think it's lower. Am I right? Okay. Let's just put it. Okay. Let's just put it that way. You see, now we have marked where we want to put our stop loss. We have marked where the price is. Or maybe because market is closed today, that's why. Then we have marked where we want to put our take profits. Now the challenge now is how much of this capital do we want to risk? How do we know? What loss size are we going to use? You see, that is the problem we are going to have. That's the challenge we are going to have. And that's what I want to explain to us tonight. And after tonight, the next meeting, which is next week, Friday, I'm going to explain to us other part, which is part 2 of this class. So now, if you come to new order, you will see something like this. And you can see that this one is volume is 1.20. Okay? This 1.20, what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is we want to use per lot size, we want to put $1, I mean $10.20. That is what we want to use. Now, let's look at what is going to happen. Let me quickly pull out my calculator. This is what many people doesn't teach. And my own class is more practical because I've seen what makes me lose a lot of money when I started. So now let's see. Let's see these two things. Okay. Okay, now I want to use 1.20 lot size. And this is my capital. Equity is $3,780. Okay. Now, and I want to put $10.20 per pip. Okay. Now, how many pip will market move against me to wipe my money? The first thing is in South African context, 3,780 multiplied by 17 rand is going to give me how much? 64,000 rand. So now I want to use $1.20. Please, if you have a paper and pen, wherever you are, please put it out, because I love practical class, because that's what's going to make us understand what we are doing, okay? I like more practical things. Okay, now we are investing 64,000 rand, 260 rand, 64,260 rand. Now, we want to now expose 1.20 lot size per pip. 1.20 lot size in rand, that's $10.20 multiplied by 17. And it's going to give us, I want to do $173.40 per pip. Now, how many pips will market move against me to wipe off my 64,000 rand? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. That is why many people think Forex is risky, but it's risky, but you can manage the risk. Okay? Now, let's do this. 64,260 rand divided by how many pips? 173 rand, 40 cents. We want to know how many. That means if market moves against me 370 pips, my old 64,000 rand is gone. Okay? That means this is a very high risk trade. If it moves in my favor, I'll get almost half or double of my account. But let me tell you, in most cases, if you trade 10 times, this kind of market will go against you 8 to 9 times. You have chances of winning 1%. And that is why a lot of people blew their account because of wrong money management. So now, if you ask me, Ola, if you are the owner of this account, what will you do? I will tell you I'm going to risk maximum of 2% of my account. So now, what is 2% of 64,000 rand? I need to close this. Okay. Now I will say 64,260 rand multiplied by 2%. This is what I want to risk. That means I want to risk how much? 1,285 rand 20 cents. That is where my stop loss is going to be. Okay, and if my stop loss is going to be there, what will be my intention profit? I will say my intention profit will be times 2 or times 3. Let's say times 2. Okay, let's say when I want to risk 1,285, I want to make profit of 1,285 times 2. So if I want to make times 2, that means I have to make 2,570 rand 40 cents. That is what I want to make back from risking 1,200 and something. Okay. So now, how do I calculate this? You know, it's complex. Even me that I'm in the industry for a very long time, this can make me lose opportunity to do what? To trade in time. Let me close this. Now, by the time I'm doing all this thinking, what happened? Price doesn't wait for me. Price might have come down or price might have gone up. So you get confused because if I thought you calculate anything on that calculator, before you come back here, the price has already moved up or come down. So what did I do to solve this problem? I've coded what we call risk calculator. So now we put the risk calculator on our chart. Okay. When you put it on a chart, it's going to look like this. Because when you say is a risk calculator, it's going to behave like robots. So you have to click allow live trading. Though it's not going to place a trade for you, you click OK. Then it's going to come out on your screen like this. Okay. Now, let's say we want to buy because we have potential buying. Okay. Then I'll click how much of my capital I want to risk. I want to risk 2%. Okay. And if I say I want to risk 2%, the calculator is telling me that I want to risk how much? $75 rand. Oh, sorry, is the dollar? $75.60. And you see something here? The software didn't give me what is my lot size. And here, if I risk 2%, I want to make, let's say I want to make 3%. Or let me say I want to make 4%. Okay? You click enter on your keyboard. Okay? Now, when you do this, I want to buy. When you click buy, what happened? If you look carefully on the screen, let me first of all delete some things from this screen. Let me delete all the yellow line. Then let me start again. We are looking at the screen, comparing the blank screen now. Let's say I want to buy with what I put there. But remember that, okay, now when I said 2 to 4, do you remember what he said? He already said we are going to trade 0.1 lot size. It has calculated everything for us, okay? So now, if you look at on the screen, immediately I click buy, it puts my buying here because there's a spread between the correct market and where we are going to buy. This green line is buying line, and the red line is a stop loss. We didn't see, you can see that we didn't see what? We didn't see the take profit. Our take profit is not there. But remember, we are not going to, our stop loss is not going to be here. We want to put our stop loss here, okay? So what we do is I can shift my stop loss to this place. And what happened, immediately I shift my stop loss to this place, what did you see? You see my take profit? For example, let me move this thing back. When I shift it back, my take profit 2 will go far out of the screen, but when I click here, I can see all of them. You see, I've skewed my screen. That means my stop loss is here, my buying price is here, my take profit is here. That means I want to risk 2% of my account and make 4% back. That's the meaning of this. So I don't like to skew my screen. Let me put it back. I just want us to see. Okay. Now let's say you want to risk 1% of your account. You just put one here. You put this. And you want to make 4% of your account. You see, it's telling you that you want to risk how much? $37.80. And the lot size has been calculated for you, which is 0.05. Okay. And you're going to make this. And when you say buy, you see, you still put it like this, but I want to put my stop loss somewhere here. And you see my take profit on top, you see? So now, when I am ready to place this trade, I'll come back to the calculator and say, send order. When I click send order, I think it won't send it because the market has closed. When you click send order, it will tell you, would you like to send order to buy at 0.01 UAD USD? When you click yes, it's gonna send the signal and buy. Put your stop loss here, put your take profit here. So you don't need to struggle to calculate anything. I designed this software for our my prop account trader student, but it's now useful for every one of us if we want to trade manually. There's no crime in trading manually. I won't lie to you if you know that your psychology will power it. But as I'm talking to you, I like to use mechanical trading. One, because of my age, I don't want anything that will give me high blood pressure. So I don't want anything that will make me to be looking at the screen every time. So I like mechanical trading, but that doesn't mean people should not trade with manual trading. Manual trading is very, very important. It's very, very good. I'm succeeding as a mechanical trader because in the past, I started with manual. So I understand how market works. I understand everything. And everything I understand, that's why I can program all this software for us to use today. Because if I don't understand how market works, I don't understand manual trading, I won't be able to program all this software. So this is what I have for every one of us tonight. Please, if you want to ask questions, please ask questions. I don't want to be wasting our time too much in the class anymore. So we go straight to the tools we want to use. We explain how to use it, and we ask questions. And before I permitted question section, I want to tell us that by special grace of God, next week, our multi-level marketing platform will be ready 100%. That's where you see all these products. So you just go there as a member, you download it, you generate your own token, you put it on your account and you use it. So as from Monday, it will be free for every one of us for 1 month. And after 1 month, you start paying subscription for it. So now, for anybody who want to ask question, please can we have question now section? Any questions so far? Jerita, Limento, Kui, Sandile, who want to have question? Who has question? I think Sandile should not have any question because Sandile is already using this for a prop account. But if you have question, it's not a crime. You can ask. Who else have a question? When you come to Zoom class, please ask question. It's very important. I said a lot of things now, and you think you know, or you think you understand why you are not understanding. So who have question to ask? So if tomorrow, the question now is, if tomorrow you want to use this calculator on your account, you can use it successfully without asking a question, without having an issue. Who have question? After 1 minute, if there's no question, we are going to end the class. Okay. Okay, since we don't have any question, I wish every one of us best of the weekend. Nice dream, nice sleep, and good night to every one of us. If you want to use the calculator, starting from next week, it will be on our Network Pro platform. The token, you don't need to ask me for token anymore. The token, everything is there for you to generate your token. I'm going to put a lot of applications there. We have calculator, we have trend line, we have divergent, RSI divergent indicators, and we have a lot of robots that you can use. But what I want to do in all the classes is I'll pick a particular software and I'll treat it with us in the class, so that by the time you get to the platform, you know the reason why you want to use a particular software. Some of the software we have manual, some of them will not get manual. You understand? So this is how we can build a good community that we are going to be, how will I put it? We're going to have a good community that we have value for our time, we have value for our learning. So till we meet again next week, Friday, I will say good night to every one of us. Guys who are already using the software to trade, we have software robot class tomorrow night, but it's for people who are in the robot groups, who are already running the robot on their live account. So that they will understand the concept of the robot, why the robot is trading the account, the settings and everything like that. So after that, apart from this, if there's no question, I'll say good night to every one of us. We have happy nice rest. Good night. Bye.